Every entrepreneur has a moment in time in their journey where it's almost like a make it or break it moment. Is your business gonna sink or is it gonna float? And without this moment that I had in my life, I definitely would not be in the position that I am now with the skills and the knowledge and the experience that I have. I wouldn't be where I am today. So I want to share this with you. This happened whenever I had really first got started in online high ticket coaching. I was selling for an entrepreneur he had a pretty big following on YouTube. He had like 140,000 subscribers and he was like 24 years old at the time. His business was doing anywhere from $700,000 a month to $900,000 a month, and that's cash collected. Now, whenever I first got started with this coach, he had this audience of people that absolutely loved him. And I didn't really know anything about online coaching. I didn't know anything about business. I didn't really have any skills. And he gave me an opportunity to come on and close high ticket for him. So I started closing, and every person that would hop on the call wanted to buy. I can remember my sales manager, he didn't train me at all on handling objections. In fact, the only objection that I was taught on how to overcome was if they didn't have the full amount to join the program. So the program was $7,800. Now, if they didn't have the full amount, the only objection handling that I would do is, okay, so you don't have $8,000. Do you have $5,000? And usually the answer was yes. So I was super confident thinking I was this, A+ salesperson. I quickly went to the top of the charts on the team. I think we had 4 full-time sales reps at the time, but I was closing people left and right. I would have $8,000 days, $15,000 days. And a lot of the closers started hopping on calls with me and asking me like, what am I doing differently than them? How am I so successful? And that got to my ego very quickly. I was like, oh dude, I'm just naturally good at this. Like just send the leads my way and I'll close them. And I was at the top for a while. There was like a 3-month span from the moment that I started to this turning point where I was the top sales rep. And I was getting all the praise, and they were talking about moving me up into management and allowing me to run this team, this big organization that was doing 7 figures. And all of a sudden, I went from closing everybody to this one period, this 1 week where I could not close a door. People would hop on and they would say, yeah, dude, this sounds good. I'm just going to go and think about it. Or, yeah, this sounds good. It's just a lot of money. I'm definitely going to have to go and talk to a mentor about this or talk to my wife or etc. Like I can't spend that amount of money up front. And all of a sudden, I went from closing everybody to not closing anybody. And there was a whole week where I think I closed like 3 people out of 12. And it was no, over and over and over again. And I was freaking out because it was like, wait, do I know how to close? Do I not know how to close? Do I suck at this? Am I good at this? And I'd never had so much rejection on this business opportunity. Now, hindsight's 2020, the reason that happened was because we changed our marketing from all these warm YouTube leads to people who had no idea who the heck we were. They would hop on and they'd be like, yeah, what's the dude's name again? Like, I don't even know who this is. And it was cold traffic, which you actually have to be good at closing to close cold traffic, and I didn't know that. But long story short, I couldn't close the door that week. And I ended up investing, like I joined some coaching program on that Friday because I was like, dude, like I'm gonna get fired. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. And I decided to spend $3,000 on a coaching program. I went through that coaching program on that Saturday, binged all the modules, went through all the training, probably spent like 12, 15 hours, probably like 24 hours in total, going through materials in a 2-day window. And the following week, I closed $50,000, which was the most I'd ever closed on that offer to that point. The reason I tell you this is because there are 2 types of people. There are people who make decisions based on their emotions, and there are people who make decisions based on their commitments. And if I would have quit and thrown the towel in and said, woe is me, like this just isn't for me, I would not be in the position that I am today. And a business mentor told it to me this way: if you don't feel like you want to quit at least once a month, you're doing it wrong. You need to be pushing yourself far beyond what you even believe is possible. And your environment is a big part of that as well. Like I'm surrounded with people who are making more money than me, that are doing bigger things than me, that are on a different path than me, way further along than I am. And it's good because it pushes me and it challenges me to continue to develop and invest in myself. That's time, that's finances, that's me being willing to do things that other people just aren't willing to do. And that's the reason that I'm in the position that I'm in. And I still have so much more that I want to do and accomplish in my life. I want to continue to grow and scale my business. But I make these videos for you to impart upon you how important it is to surround yourself with the right people and not quit whenever you face challenges and tribulations in your life and your business. But that's it. I'm going to keep these videos pretty short. If you like content like this and you want to continue to follow my journey, make sure to subscribe, leave me a comment on what type of videos you want to see in the future, and I will see you in the next one.